Today, I wanted to speak a little bit more about building good routines and just some thoughts I had today about like things that you can do or things that I do at least to build routines. And I think these kind of apply in any circumstances, whether that be, circumstances where you're stuck at home like many of us are right now, or circumstances where you're going to be out and about, um, moving around a lot. So this kind of idea has to do with like cues and prompts to remind yourself to do things. I think a lot of us know. So personally, I have a hard time sticking to routines or schedules or whatever it be, just out of sheer willpower and memory. Like I can say, oh, I want to go to the gym, or, oh, I got to do this homework, or I got to pay this bill. And sometimes it'll be the end of the day and I'll be like, oh, crap. I said I was going to do this thing and I didn't do it. Sometimes it's not always something that you can do. If it's a bill, I'm like, oh, okay, I can just pay it right now before I go to sleep. Well, I remember. But, if it's going to the gym, the gym's closed at this point, you can't do it. So, the way of getting around these limitations that are like my memory of remembering kind of what it is I wanted to do. You could put like reminders on your phone, but what I found is sometimes when I put reminders on my phone, I'll look at the reminder, like, okay, yes, I want to do that, and I'll close the reminder, and then I just go right back to forgetting I want to do the thing. I think a stronger thing is having cues, environmental cues, to do things you want to do. So, before when I was going and taking like the bus to school, my cue would be I get on the bus, I'm on the bus, that's when I do Anki, pull up my phone, and I do my Anki reps on the bus. Other things would be like, okay, I get home. As soon as I get home, I'm gonna make dinner. Or, I get home, I'm gonna go on the computer and I'm just gonna like finish my Anki reps, and then I'm gonna go to other things. I'm not going on the bus anymore at the moment, but my cues involve things like the tabs I keep open on my computer. I'll keep open the Google Sheet where I track my immersion. It's like a reminder to myself to track immersion. It's a reminder to myself to do immersion in the first place. I'll keep, my pen on my desk that I use every day to write out my RTK reps. So I'll see the pen, I'll remember it, and I'll open up on my hotbar, my taskbar. I keep like the apps down there that I want to use to keep Anki down there. I have like VLC down there with like a bunch of playlists loaded for passive immersion. I have my VPN, so I see that and I think VPN, Japanese Netflix. It's kind of like I set up an environment with cues that make me remind me and push me in the direction of doing the habit I want to do. Now, the only caveat is that these are a little bit fickle. Like, habits, really robust habits, are things that you're gonna, do even when when you don't have an environmental cue. Like, you want to remember to do Anki even though, you didn't take the bus, or even though you didn't see it on your taskbar, you want to remember to do those reps. And sometimes it's a little fickle, like you're not always going to remember that. But I will say that, I've pretty consistently done Anki for a long time now. I think this is a really good way of setting up routines. And then after you do these routines for a while, they kind of become ingrained as part of your daily activities. And that is kind of like its own cue. Oh, this is the thing I do every day. I haven't done it yet. I should do that. So I think now that I've moved into a new place, that I can start setting up new environmental cues here to replace some old ones that maybe I've lost, and get back into creating some nice routines and some nice habits. I don't know if anybody else has experience with like environmental cues like this. Maybe if you do, I'd love to hear kind of what you do. If you have other ways of building habits and routines, let me know. And thanks for watching.